It's actually starting.
Oh no, you've said the first thing on the first podcast that you're on. You just said it. It's been recorded.
Oh, I see.
Hey, hello everyone.
It's not random.
I do not have an intro anymore for this week. This is what you're playing. I used to say it's a podcast between two failed YouTuber best friends that have never met in real life, but now we've added a third guy who's never been a YouTuber. And
You can just still say that plus special yes.
plus special, and I don't know if he considers himself a failure. So this is
Absolutely. But
my roommate from college, Mike T. How you doing?
hey, what's up?
Nothing.
And yeah, I've never done YouTube, but I definitely would have failed at it if I had. So that's good.
Yeah, well, we're all pretty ugly except for Dara. So,
Oh,
but he still failed at it.
What?
I said you still failed at it while being ugly.
Yeah, true. Yeah, but I bring in the female listeners. You know what I mean?
Are you sure?
With my beautiful voice. That's what you meant, right?
Well, you always needed to add
The sexy microphone here.
Oh, it's too much. You're peeking on me.
Oops, sorry.
Okay.
Not sexy anymore.
So Mike, what kind of gaming nerd are you?
What kind of video game nerd am I?
Yeah, like
what kind of nerd in general?
What are your credentials to talk about games? Would you say?
Nerd creds.
I don't think I've ever not been playing video games since maybe 89, 90.
Yeah.
Every Nintendo system ever, every PlayStation ever, a lot of PC games.
No Xbox, right? Of course.
I've never owned like a current Xbox, but I played Halo like when it came out. Like other people had it that I played. I never needed to own one, I guess.
And like how vagina drying is your like collection room?
I mean, my wife lets me keep it.
I know. It's a pretty extreme collection room, though, right? At this point,
It's not that bad. I mean, I've seen way worse on YouTube, but I have probably like 3,000 games, maybe. But I've never sold a game really, like except for a few in college and stuff. Like I just have all my old shit for my whole life.
And you're saying 2,000 to 3,000 hard copy games, right?
I mean, that might be exaggeration, might be less, but yeah, like
you can't backpedal.
Still a lot of games.
Yeah,
you accumulate a lot of games throughout your life if you don't get rid of them.
So Mike can't really speak to PC gaming very much, seeing as how we have both of that covered. He's far more of a console gamer.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
All right. Anyway, on the news this week, I want to talk about the current sales numbers for The Last of Us Part 2. Actually, all of these sales numbers. And the reason I wanted to talk about this is because of how big of a stink was made last week that we talked about, like all of the ridiculous review bombings that were going on. And it turns out that this is the fastest selling PS4. Is it exclusive or the fastest selling PlayStation Studios game of all time at 4 million sales? So this one comes. Yeah, it's ridiculous. It's more than Spider-Man, which is like got massive cross appeal. This comes.
I think it is exclusive, by the way.
Oh, okay. Exclusive or PlayStation Studio?
I think it's.
I know the game is exclusive, but I don't know if it's if this is about play. I'll read it here. This is from GamesIndustry.biz. Christopher Dring. Last of Us Part 2 has shot to the top of the UK boxed charts. UK boxed charts. Oh, so this isn't even counting digital in significant fashion. The ancient action horror game is Sony's fastest-selling release this generation, narrowly beating the opening week of 2016's Uncharted by just over 1%. Download sales are not included in this data, but I have looked at some of the other data, and I know it is 4 million in total. So when we factor in digital sales, it's possible the game's launch was even bigger. It's far bigger. It's comfortably bigger than its PS3 predecessor, with launch sales 76% higher, which does make sense because the Last of Us was an unknown quantity when it came out, so it became huge over time, and it's a classic, the original.
Yeah.
So it's obvious that is 76%. I mean, not obvious, but you would think it would be a higher launch number. 76 is fucking insane. I mean, That's a lot.
It is. It really is.
And
Yeah,
as a
absolutely.
result, it is UK. It's the biggest UK launch for any box game released this year, even bigger than Animal Crossing, which is like nuts because that is like the champion of COVID is Animal Crossing. Like
Yeah.
I haven't
No
played
joke.
an Animal Crossing since GameCube, and I got that Animal Crossing. Yeah.
People had a lot of time exactly tend to their gardens and pick whatever they mine rocks and fossils and stuff like that. Yeah, Animal Crossing release was just perfect timing.
Oh, yeah.
I was about to get it too. Actually, I was like this close to buying it, but
So I guess
ended up not.
the thing that I wanted to talk about on this is in terms of its sales numbers and all that. All these douchebags that we hear complaining about the game and like review bombing it. I feel like this proves that it is a vocal minority, right?
Oh, obviously.
Well, Mike, did you play it?
I haven't played it yet, to be honest. I haven't had time.
You have played Last of Us 1 though, right?
Oh yeah, I beat Last of Us 1 not long after it launched. So what was that, 7 years ago?
Yeah, it was 2013, I think.
Yeah. I mean, I'm really looking forward to it, and I haven't had it spoiled for me yet. But
That's kind of amazing. If you're staying away from the internet altogether, like that's absolutely spectacular because it's.
Oh no,
out
I've
there.
seen stuff on Twitter. I've just avoided it.
Yeah. So have you read about all of the review bombing and the people freaking out about that stuff, or have you managed to avoid that as well?
I mean, I heard about it, but this stuff happens with movies and it happens with games all the time where, trolls want to be trolls and want to try to fuck with something because they're not good enough to create it themselves. And I don't know.
Like what is
I'm
it
not
in
surprised.
the culture? What is it in the culture that makes people like want to tear shit down so hard to the point that they're like rewrite this story?
Ungratefulness,
Like I've played through the whole game.
unrealistic expectations. Honestly, like it's gotten to a point where it's just like it's what I want. It's no longer treated as like almost like a work of art. Like here's the artist's expression, or
Yeah.
this is how they envision this thing. It's like no, what I want to see in the game and what I want it to happen. Like give me that and nothing else. Like that. I think that's just like a culture of entitlement almost that's causing that. in my
Mike and I both watch a lot of Red Letter Media, and they talk a lot about the 70s, movies in the 70s, and during that time was when a filmmaker made a film, and there wasn't like this committee think behind it and like politics, or I should say like SJW politics or whatever the hell it is, or anti-SJW politics that are like pushing somebody to create a narrative in a certain way. And there are still game developers that make a game, and people are so, I think you're right, people are so entitled to be like, it has to be as good, it has to be as mass consumable as possible, or a bunch of us are going to freak out.
Yeah, and the other thing is now with all the social media and everything, like that culture has changed too. Because back in the day, there weren't platforms for people's voices. It was just platforms for mostly just critics. But now just everyone just like has some sort of outlet, and they're just like, oh, this sucks, or
everyone's got a vote. Like everything is democratized now in the stupidest way.
Exactly.
Like, would you? Go ahead.
I was gonna say every village has an idiot, and now everyone's online.
yeah. Every single idiot is
all together now.
Like when you're looking at reviews, do you ever even consider the user scores?
I do, because I also know the critic bias. Like I've seen enough bad critics. I mean, that you have to take both with a grain of sand. I think like you read the user reviews and you're like, all right, well, I might give it like a star less, or because I know some critics just sometimes don't have. They have to do so many games sometimes that they can't really dedicate themselves to certain titles sometimes. And I've played certain games, and I've heard community opinions about certain games that like famous critics were completely off about, and people would just get angry. Like, well, this guy obviously didn't get a chance. It was the whole situation with Cuphead and critics giving a bad score because people like they couldn't get past the tutorial.
Oh yeah, I do. I do
like that whole debacle. Like, sometimes I don't know, but I would say I do like seeing the popular votes just because sometimes you want to see if like what direction the producers went, or I don't know. It's hard. It makes it both.
What do you think, Mike? Do you ever believe the people?
I think, when you see something like that where critic scores one way and user scores way different,
In an
something's
extreme
usually
way.
going on.
Yeah.
Sometimes critics aren't in touch with what people really want. Sometimes, one specific group of people really love a genre and they're passionate about it, and they'll give a score that's much higher because overall they think it's a great game in that genre versus just an overall great game. Like you'll see that with some people they're really passionate about, like a Metroidvania or something.
Like
You got to look at
Axiom-
both, and you
like
got
Axiom
to kind of
Verge
see
or
where
something like that?
maybe the users are coming from.
Yeah. So I think I might be a snotty piece of shit critic then, because when you were just talking about that, it made me think of when I went to go see The Witch in theaters in like 2016 or whenever the hell it came out. And I remember reading the critic reviews, and they were spectacular. And I'm sitting there watching this movie, and I'm like, this is the best goddamn movie I've seen in years. And there's like a couple. There's the only other people in there besides me and my roommate was a couple, and they're just like, God, this movie's boring, like saying it out loud, like in the theater. I'm like, what the fuck is wrong with you? This shit is so good. But I've talked to so many people who are like, I'm using bunny quotes, quote unquote, like big horror fans. And so many people hate that movie, and I don't understand it. It's like one of my favorite horror movies of all time. So
Well, it's kind of boring.
You're fucking stupid. I just think that like I think
What
that
a troll.
I almost always
I mean, I've seen it.
I almost always side with the critic. He's wrong. He's just a simpleton. You should watch it.
No, I'm exaggerating. It's not a bad movie, but it's very slow at some points, and
It's
I can see
called
how
a
someone
slow
would get bored.
burn. It's called a build up, you bitch.
Oh, yeah, people nowadays don't care about that sort of stuff. Like,
I
not
know,
in
it's so
films or
sad.
music. Like, oh, wow, that lighting. I mean, I hope nothing happens to my computer.
You're okay,
Dude, I'm used.
Whoa!
Yep,
Oh shit!
Dang.
that's loud. I mean, my room lit up too. You're gonna see it in the video.
For the possible one person in their car, Dara. That's on Dara's side. Don't worry about it. You're fine.
Yeah. But like, this is not. I'm not hating on the this generation of kids, but like, I find it more difficult nowadays to sit somebody down to listen to like a 30-minute Pink Floyd song, or
Michael
or
listened to a
like a
30-minute Pink
really
Floyd song.
slow, like you said, just like slow build up sort of movie or show. Like, believe it or not, there are people I've recommended Breaking Bad to, and they thought it was just really slow and boring. And
Yeah, that's amazing to me.
it kind of is, but at the same time, when you watch it, like, especially when you rewatch it, you're like, oh, I totally see why they had to take their time for like this build up, and it's good, but people just don't
to me,
wanna.
something happens every episode in
It's
that
like
show.
instant gratification is
except
what
for
they
that
want.
one episode. That one episode. There's one
The
episode.
Fly.
The Fly. Yeah, it's called Fly.
Yeah.
Yeah.
See, I love the Fly episode.
I'm gonna run down these other sales charts from UK real quick, just to give you an idea.
Sure.
Last of Us is number 1. Ring Fit Adventure, that's nuts to me, is number 2.
That's sold out everywhere. I'm not surprised.
It's crazy. I saw people on like Instagram today.
What the hell is that title?
Ring Fit Adventure is Nintendo's newest foray into we'll sell you this dumb peripheral so you can exercise.
Oh, is it? Oh
Yeah.
no.
It
Oh,
looks-
I see it.
Yeah.
Oh, geez, what is this?
They gamified it a lot. They turned exercising into like a first-person RPG, basically.
People like it. People like it a lot.
I know, that's what I hear, and I am a fat piece of garbage, so it might not be a bad idea.
If you could find it, I've heard it's sold out like everywhere. I haven't really looked for it though, but
I mean, when was the last time you tried to get one of? You didn't get like Labo, did you?
no, I didn't.
What was like the last dumb Nintendo peripheral you got? The Wii Balance Board or something like that?
I didn't have a Wii Balance board.
I did.
I don't know, the stupid. Well, it came with Mario Kart, right? The wheel.
The wheel, yeah.
Yeah.
I mean, that sucked though. I hated it, but
And also, the last one I can remember also is Link's crossbow training. They gave you like the dumb crossbow cartridge that you could stick it into. It's like you stuck your remote into
Wow.
like a shell. All right,
I
after
never
that,
got that.
Oh, it was fine. After that's FIFA 20, no doy. I mean, like, it's UK.
Yeah,
Mario Kart 8 Deluxe
Mario Kart.
never falls off the charts. Modern
Yeah.
Warfare never falls off the charts. Grand Theft Auto never falls off the charts. Minecraft never falls off the charts. 51 worldwide games. I kind of want this game. Do you know about this, Dara? It's on Switch.
No.
It's $50. It's 51 classic like clubhouse games. So it's like chess and checkers, Chinese checkers, bowling.
Oh yeah. I've seen it actually.
I feel like that would be a fun game to stream, but I don't know anyone I could play with.
Isn't it Clubhouse Games, or is
Clubhouse
it's actually
Games.
called 51 Worldwide Games?
It looks like in the UK it's named Worldwide Games, but yes, in the States it's called Clubhouse Games.
Clubhouse Games.
Oh,
Yeah,
I thought the
that's
name
how I
sounded
know
weird.
it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It looks
I kind of want to
cool.
get it too because it's like nicely like recreated classics, you know, and you don't have to carry a board around because you know they have the boards that are like 15 classic games in one. And
Oh
just, like,
yeah.
roll the top and it has drawers for like all the pieces and stuff. But it's bulky. Just perfect. Just take your Switch and you have 51 games on it. And these are pretty decent games too.
I'd like to learn how to play like Hanafuda. That'd be fun. I don't know. They got that on there. I mean,
You
it's
have
a
Go.
Nintendo
Yeah.
classic. After that is Pokemon Shield. Kind of weird to me that it's not Sword. I guess they are into defense in UK. And then this is a little surprising to me is that Star Wars Jedi Fallen Order is on the list there still. That's a little bit old in a single player adventure. It's kind of strange to me that that's on the list. Well, I guess this is boxed games, you know. Obviously, people aren't buying their copy of Apex Legends or Fortnite or whatever.
Yeah. Hmm.
Anyway,
But it's still surprising, right? Because people were already aware of the reviews as the sales just kept going up for this
you're
title.
talking about
of Us
Last
Part
of
2.
Us, yeah.
Yeah, so that goes to show that either the fan base is still so strong, or just the curiosity there is like people just have to experience this for themselves at least because the same phenomena doesn't really happen with bad movies. Like you hear a bad film come out, it's just people stop going and watch.
Yeah, it's true. Yeah. Unless
Right?
it's got some kind of very
Yeah.
strange buzz behind it. But
Yeah, I don't know.
Well,
All
bad
right.
movies get famous like way later.
Oh yeah,
And that
that's true,
too, yeah,
because
right when they
become
be
good
like,
bad
well,
movies.
start, become a classic for just being how bad they are.
There's some kind of demon bug flying around in my room. I'm gonna try to ignore it, but it's gigantic. Dara, can you do the Forbes article for Disrespect?
Yeah, which is definitely surprise. So, this is Eric Kane. He's a senior contributor, and he is talking or writing about Dr. Disrespect getting banned and finally speaking out on what happened, or like breaking the silence, but not a whole lot of detail. Says it's been a weird week for the video game community, and I mean weirder than a normal week, which is usually already pretty strange. Things get tough with the startling accusations about Destiny 2 streamers saying no to Rage, which quickly overflowed into a budding Me Too movement that, within just a few days, has seen numerous streamers and video game developers fall from grace, including the director of Assassin's Creed Valhalla and other Ubisoft executives. Then, out of the blue, mega Twitch streamer guy Dr. Disrespect, Beam.
Yeah, Beam.
Is that what it is?
Yeah,
He
it's
was
the last
banned
one.
apparently permanently for reasons that have yet to be made clear. Twitch released a statement so generic it's honestly not worth printing. But I'll do
good,
it
good thing
anyway.
you printed it, Forbes.
It says streaming Enigma. Wait, that's just an ad. Here it is. As is our process, we take appropriate action when we have evidence that a streamer has acted in violation of our community guidelines or terms of service. These apply to all streamers, regardless of status or prominence in the community. There were some comments on Twitter, and then eventually, who is this? Who's Slasher?
Slasher, where are you looking at that?
Or no, who's this Rod 447 SR? Who is this? Who's this one guy? This one comment.
I don't know. Look, for several hours now, I've been told from credible sources the reason Dr. Disrespect has been banned. However, due to the importance and sensitivity of this around the subject, I have refrained from going on it. Okay? I don't feel comfortable with it currently. I have no idea. I mean, basically...
But apparently he came out himself, Dr. Disrespect, and he said Twitch has not notified him about the specific reason behind their decision, and thanking his fans. But there's speculations, right? When you scroll down, reason number 1, reason number 2.
I did see these. Yeah, they all seem like, they're total hearsay bullshit. Well, we might find out, we might not find out. The two things that I've mainly heard is, there is this second wave of Me Too that I guess is like hitting the gaming community now, from what I can tell.
Yeah.
I honestly have not been following it much this week, but I think Mike has been a bit. Do you know some info on it?
All I did was really listen to the kind of funny podcast about it.
Yeah.
And I guess a few people at IGN and a few other people, some people in their community, had some kind of accusations of some inappropriate behavior.
Mm-hmm.
And
men towards women, I assume, is what it is, like in 95% of the cases, right?
Yeah, it seems like maybe not even just sexual harassment, but just general like idiotic. I don't even know. Probably worse than idiotic comments, but just stuff that you should better left unsaid was said.
Like shit that would never fly in any other HR.
Obviously, it's coming to light now, and some worse things. But yeah, I mean, a lot of people have left these industries under mysterious reasons, in the last few years, and it's becoming more and more obvious the real reasons why they left.
It's I feel like you hear about this shit a lot in the streaming community and stuff, and I feel like these dudes are like so infantilized and just sitting in their fucking gaming chairs all day that they've never really figured out how to talk to women in like any way. So as soon as they get an ounce of power, they just become like these weird groomers or just like abusers and shit. Like I think I understand why they are like that.
Like a lot of their social skills become what they learn, like their Twitch interactions, basically, instead of like real person interactions. And then,
oh baby, I'm gonna pog you up. Oh, you don't want to fuck Pepe hands?
Yeah. Oh my god. Oh my god. I've met people like that in person that talk like that. I had a coworker, and he used like Twitch lingo in regular everyday conversation, and I was like, what is wrong with you, dude?
Yeah, no, that's not, I mean, like that shit's fine in the chat room, but in real life, like, I don't know.
Is it?
Like, you really don't have another word for that? You just have to say, I mean, like,
that's
poggers? Like, nobody knows what that is. Like, Twitch viewers are actually such a small, well, no, I mean,
they're a pretty big community, man.
Watching. Yeah, bigger community now, but still, like, when you just have a regular job, like...
I know, you can't be saying poggers.
Poggers, like, come on, man.
Poggers, Pepe hands,
or
don't even know
say
anymore.
LOL, even that. I don't know. Just laugh.
Imagine going to a funeral and saying out loud F's in chat or something like that.
I've never heard a lot of these terms.
You don't know any of these?
What is? No. What is the poggers? What is that?
Poggers are like pogging up. Just means like you're really excited. You're getting really good. Something good is happening. F's in chat means it goes back to Call of Duty where I think it is a funeral scene, and it says F. Press F to pay respects. So whenever something really terrible or a failure happens, you say F's in chat, and then Pepe
another one they use all the time is Monka.
Oh, Monka S. Yeah, that just means like that sucks or that stinks, right?
Or like
basically.
Embarrassing or like cringy or like something like that.
Yeah. Well, whatever. We're going off topic a little bit, and I'm shitting on streamers and I stream.
Anyway, but you said Dr. Disrespect. You said that that he's not been a good person lately. Well, he's not been a good boy.
Well,
lately?
Remember he got that ban when he was at E3 last year, where he was like streaming inside of the bathroom without people's permission and stuff, and he got like that like 2-week ban or something like that.
Yeah, that was him.
Yeah, that was him. Like he's been a shitbag for a while, and then there was that. I mean, I don't want to call him a shitbag, but he's done some shitty shit that's like against terms of service. And then there was that whole thing with like cheating on his wife or something, which I don't give a shit about. But I remember that caused a whole big problem. Like that guy is just like this. I mean, it's kind of unfair because he's so under the spotlight because he's so big, but like you don't gotta fucking put everything on the Twitch channel. You know what I mean?
Exactly. So this could be either something new or whatever he did finally caught up with him.
So either it's like he was grooming. I mean, I don't know what it is. I'm not going to say anything. It could be a sexual harassment thing, and this could be part of this whole second wave, or it could be something. It could be a business deal gone bad. It could be something like I've heard there's a new streaming platform coming out called Brime that maybe he broke his contract to go with them, or something got fucked up. But I mean, this is why
other
I
people
say,
that have.
Go ahead.
Oh, sorry.
No,
I was
go
going to
ahead.
say other people that have been banned, they've said the reason, right? If I'm like looking at this article and I see someone else was banned specifically
Mhm.
for some sexual harassment stuff. So I feel like they would have said that if that was the case.
Well, I think like isn't it with Twitch is like if you get like a they shouldn't call it a ban. If you get a suspension, normally they state the reason, but if you just get banned, like normally they don't say why you're fully banned when you're forever banned.
That's kind of scary though. Like it just your career just ends there. And you
But
don't
that's
have
what
any
happened
sort
to
of-
me. That's what happened to me with
If
my
you
first
can't-
YouTube channel, remember?
And if you can't have like another job or go to another platform, if there isn't another one available, then you don't really have any transferable skills.
Yeah, no, it's true.
That's a really scary situation.
The only skills I picked up doing this stuff is learning how to video edit, do basic photo editing. Like that's all I've learned, you know? It's not much. What was that your thunder again? God damn.
Again, yeah, it's the third one. But like all of these online influencers and personalities, like they have to be very, very careful. Like if they like okay, let's say he got another contract to go to like another website or like streaming platform or whatever. Like good, all right. Well, he lost Twitch, but he's gonna do that. But if you ruin your career by making like saying something really messed up or just making like a really outrageous comment or or stuff comes out about you and they find out you're like a pedophile or something, that is you're forever done. Like
Oh, yeah.
it's not even like you can
Yeah.
go somewhere else. Like all right, I'll abandon Twitch and go to YouTube. Like no, your entire online existence is just done. And a lot of these kids don't have any other skills or education.
No, they
aside
don't. It is pretty rough.
it's really sad sometimes, but yeah, you have to be really careful.
That is like a huge, unless you're one of those millionaire boys, you know. That's something
Yeah.
I wanted to mention. Dr. Disrespect, I'm not one. I mean I don't care, but if I did care, I wouldn't worry about him. The guy has got a
No,
fucking
he's fine. He's
swimming
loaded.
pool
Oh, yeah.
full of money.
Yeah,
but
he's loaded.
But that thing you say there is funny. Like they don't have any skills. I almost feel like it's really hard to do, but like have a career and then try to do this thing. You know?
Yeah,
what I mean?
kid runs away from home and is like, all right, I'm gonna start my Twitch channel and then not go to college anymore. Like, dude, what are you doing?
You're a clown. You're clown shoes, buddy.
Some people can make it though. Not
I know
many.
some people can make it, but the thing that's scary is even if
The
you do
lottery
make
you have to win.
It
for
could
that to
just
happen.
go away. That's the thing that's nuts.
That's another thing. Exactly.
Oh, yeah.
If this website shuts down, goodbye.
Well, I mean, let's be
Yeah,
fair.
servers go off.
It's owned by Amazon. It will never shut down.
True.
It will only change into other things. You know.
Yeah. Anyway,
Mike,
so that's
You don't watch Twitch at all, right? You don't give a shit. You're a YouTube guy, right?
no, I do.
No. I was saying Mike.
Oh no, I don't.
Yeah.
I would rather play a game than watch someone play a game.
Yeah, I hear you.
But that's me.
That's the boomer energy.
Yeah, I guess so.
So anyway, who
The
knows?
same age as you, by the way.
I know, same age, but it's boomer energy is what I'm saying. You know what? I grew up, a lot of time when I was a kid. I attributed to this. My dad would always get pissed off at me when I was like shitty at a game, and he would just be like, "Just watch me play." So I think it's like stuck in my DNA.
Oh man.
All right, the last one.
Cool. That's your dad's cooler than my dad. Already.
The last story here, Mike, you want to tackle this one. This is video game adjacent, but I'm sad about it. And I wanted you to read about it because I remember that, we wanted to go to Star Wars land after, before we decided that Star Wars now sucks.
Oh my god. Yeah, have you seen photos of this? Of what's been leaked?
Of Super Nintendo World?
Yeah.
No, tell me about it.
Oh, well, it's like a straight up Mario Castle. They have coins that are spinning.
Yeah.
Like real life, like human sized coins, and it's a straight up
my
Mario
God.
Castle.
That's cool.
Read
It
some
looks
of this.
so sick.
Read some of this
I mean,
IGN
it's-
article.
They have
for
real
us.
lava dripping from the ceiling.
I wish.
Burns you right to the
Corridors.
bone, and then you eat special mushrooms to heal yourself.
Oh yeah.
Hey, those work in real life.
Mike, do me a favor. Read some of this article from Wesley LeBlanc from IGN.
Yeah, absolutely. It says the Super Nintendo World theme park's opening has been indefinitely delayed in Japan.
Thanks,
So
COVID.
this is opening in Universal Studios Japan. Obviously, this is coronavirus related. Theme parks are kind of not doing so well right now. They're mostly all shut down. So it looks like this is going to continue to push back this opening. It says this is not just the construction of the land, but also the theme rides, and they're going to have themed restaurants as well, which is going to be sick. It was set to open in July, but right now, no release date. And honestly, this sucks. And I really hope one of these opens in America, but it's not going to happen anytime soon.
I believe there are plans, depending on the success of the Tokyo one, for an Orlando version.
Yeah,
of course.
And I don't know if you've seen this, but have you heard about the tech that they're employing in the big ride, which is the Mario Kart ride?
I haven't.
Is it similar to that Avatar ride?
Oh, I don't know about the Avatar ride. What's up with that?
It's just basically all CGI that's coming at you, projection in front of you, and you're just sitting in a chair, but it feels like you're in a roller coaster.
So this is going to be a mix of animatronic stuff and using AR glasses.
Yeah.
Okay.
Augmented reality.
All of the users will get, I assume, sanitized AR glasses, and they'll be able to see other racers on the track. And not only that, but they will be able to see power-ups, like digital power-ups that you can pick up on the track, and I believe shoot from your cart to hit to hit the AR racers that are in the game with you, that are on the physical track with you. Yeah. So I believe there is a possibility to place higher. Like you actually get, I think you get a score depending on like who you knock out of the race, et cetera, et cetera. I'm not sure.
Cool.
What would be really neat is like if you could hit a banana peel or something like that, and like the cart spins and shit, and then goes forward.
And it's an actual track, or
yeah, it's like an actual ride. It's a real ride that employs AR stuff into it.
Oh, they're gonna have to have banana peels, blue shells, everything. Like,
the shells for sure.
Yeah, absolutely.
Like this is something
That's actually kind of cool.
Like, I'd be lying if I said this is what I wanted my whole life, but now that I know that they're making it, like, if I was a kid, like a Nintendo fan kid, right now, you know, like 12 years old or something, I would be going ape shit to go to this place.
Perfect age for it, too.
I think there's also a section of the area, I think there's Bowser's Castle, you said Peach's Castle, right? I think there's also going to be, like, a Zelda section and a Donkey Kong section. I remember reading something about that.
I don't know if that's true, but that would be great if it is.
Here, you guys talk amongst yourselves. I'm going to find some more info.
Okay. Well, sorry, I'm looking at this article too. I would absolutely love to go to one of these. I mean, I love the theme parks in general, but I haven't been to Universal Studios in like over a decade. So
I never have, actually.
Oh, no way.
Yeah.
Have you been to Disney?
No, never. And I've wanted to a little bit, but then I don't know. I just got older and older, and then lost interest, I guess. But now I want to see it just so I see, like, not for the cartoons that I watched and liked back in the day, but just see like what it looks like, just to experience the atmosphere, you know, more than anything else. Even if I don't care as much about the cartoon characters, it's just I still want to experience the place.
Oh, I mean, go for the rides. I mean, there's so many like really cool like animatronic, just straight up roller coasters. You know, log flumes. Like, there's all sorts of stuff that.
And I love
go
roller
like
coasters,
wait in line for the princesses.
Exactly.
I was wrong. It's not going to Orlando. It's going to Hollywood.
Oh, in California.
Yeah, in California. I don't know if I even want to do that. I mean, I probably would. I feel like I gotta check it out. Super Nintendo World at Universal Orlando Resort. Oh, wait. I guess it is happening in Orlando, too.
Oh.
This
podcast brings you to the confusing information brought to you by our podcast.
Well, the articles are all over the place. The Wikipedia has different information than some websites online.
Oh, crap.
Yeah.
Nintendo theme.
Well, the article definitely says Orlando, Florida.
Okay. I wish I could get more info about the attractions. The only one that I've really heard about is the Mario Kart one. but I'm not seeing any info on the other ones. I mean, I'm sure whatever they do, they're gonna kill it. Nintendo is so protective of their IP that you know that they are gonna strive to have the best possible shit no matter what.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, I found another article that says it will be in Orlando.
Okay. All right. So we go into Orlando, boys. Actually, what's closer? Orlando's closer for you, right, Dara?
Yeah.
Oh wait, there's actually a little YouTube video here. Let me. Yeah, Mario Kart. Sorry, I know I'm slowing shit down, but I need some more info.
I'm trying to find the photos I saw that were leaked of the.
I do see the spinning coins, and they look spectacular.
Okay, cool. Yeah, it was like a construction photo, right?
Okay.
Because someone obviously like got on and leaked it, like Millennium Falcon or something on a Star Wars set, but still looks pretty damn cool.
Oh yeah, I see the Bowser's Castle. Oh, the gift shops are Toad houses, like from Mario 3.
Yeah.
Oh,
nice.
Wait, this is Nintendo Land from Wii U that I'm looking at. The entrance to the park is a warp pipe, which looks amazing.
Sounds about right.
Yep. All right. Well, we can move on from this, but I mean, this looks
pretty massive.
Yeah, I mean, so Mike, you've been to Universal. You were just saying, right?
Not a very, very long time.
Okay, so you weren't
I did
there
go to
when
Disney like 5 years ago with you.
So I would suspect that like if you know like when you're in the Magic Kingdom, right?
Mm-hmm.
You know how there's like Future Land or whatever, where like Space Mountain is and all the future stuff is there, and then
Imagination Land. Yep.
Yeah, Imagination Land, all that different stuff. I suspect that it will be the size of one of those wedges of the park.
Yeah,
wow.
It should be.
Yeah. And I'm excited. I will waste money on that. I will never have a child to bring to it. I will go as a full-grown, at that time, I assume 36 or 37-year-old adult white male. And you're going to come with me. I know you will, Mike T. I don't know about Dara.
I will come with you, and I will have my child with me as well.
Okay, you're gonna steal one.
My kid cry.
We'll just sedate it. It'll be okay.
Definitely should come with. We could put a lot of mileage on those rides when we went, man. It was a lot of fun.
We went to Disney World in October when no one was there, and at one point we didn't get drunk this day, I don't think, but we went on to Space Mountain, I think 3 times in a row with no wait.
Yeah, we just kept walking off and walking back on.
Yep.
Because it was Halloween, so they had the Halloween fireworks, and everyone was seeing those, but we didn't care.
That's right. Yeah, we didn't care about the fireworks, so we just kept going on the rides. It was brilliant.
Are these rides like hardcore or just they're okay?
You know what? I would say the most ridiculous one was that one at Animal Kingdom that like at one point goes to its apex and then it takes you through the rest of the ride backwards. So you're going at like 50 miles an hour backwards.
Yeah, the Yeti one.
Yes, the Yeti one. I can't remember what.
So you're chased by a Yeti the whole time. It's like animatronic, I think.
Yeah.
And some of it's I think projected. I can't remember. It's really cool though.
And then you like get into his cave, and then he breaks the track, and you go down a slope, and then you go up like to the edge of the track where there's no more track in front of you, and you're just looking out into open space into the park up like super high.
Oh,
and
cool.
I turn to Mike and I go, "It's not going to go back." And I was about to say, "It's not going to go backwards, is it?" And before I could finish like the first syllable of backwards, it just flew backwards like a billion miles an hour.
Lord.
And made me shit my pants. And
so you would say like on the same level with like Six Flags sort of rides?
I've never been to a Six Flags.
Oh, really? I've been to Six Flags. Some of the roller coasters at Six Flags are really hardcore.
Yeah,
like
Universal
like
Studios
Raging Bull.
Hardcore.
Yeah,
Superman.
Yeah. I'm trying to think. Is it the Hulk one where you like flip upside down multiple times?
Yeah,
or is that a Batman one?
Those ones
Superman.
Yes.
Batman and Superman. Yeah, Superman. You just that was cool. It lifts you, and you're actually horizontal for the entire ride, like you're Superman flying. So maybe those rides would be like baby baby rice for me because I'm used to like the hardcore Six Flags ones.
I have a feeling
I'd say that ride is close to one of those, honestly.
Oh, it
The
is?
Yeti
Okay,
one.
cool.
Oh, definitely.
I have a feeling the Nintendo rides will be very tamed down just because of their target audience.
Yeah,
Yeah.
they have to.
You know, but I mean, I still want to check them out. I don't care. I'm all about it.
They might sneak one hardcore one in.
What would it be though? Probably be, you know what would be awesome? Like a Donkey Kong like Splash Mountain kind of thing.
Mhm.
Like
Okay.
a barrel ride or a mine cart, a Donkey Kong mine cart.
Minecart, yeah.
Oh, that's easily done.
Yeah.
Yeah, minecart, definitely.
Yeah.
All right,
You
that's
could
all
do barrel too, though.
That's all I got for our basic news this week. Dara, what you playing this week?
I'm playing the game that you haven't touched yet. I'm assuming
No, I haven't.
the card game.
I have not touched it. He bought a card game for my birthday, and you know what? My birthday hasn't come around yet, so
You're waiting for your birthday to
yeah, I'm
play
waiting
it?
for my
All right.
birthday. I'm waiting to play for my birthday.
On your birthday?
Tell Mike about the
Okay.
game.
Is this a real card game or a video game card game?
It's a video game card game.
Okay.
It's really unique. It's
what's it
pretty deep.
called?
There's a lot of systems working at the same time. It's called Deck of Ashes, and one of the gimmicks is that every time you play your cards, like they're forever gone unless you pay with your dear life and refresh them and bring them back into your main deck. They go from your main deck to the Ash deck, and then so you're constantly balancing HP for cards in your deck, and then you mix in deck building elements and combos, and there are 4 different characters with different sets of deck like cards and decks.
Okay.
It mixes a lot of upgrade systems. You can upgrade individual cards, and the variety of upgrades is pretty crazy. Like you might have like a basic strike card, and you can upgrade it in like 4 or 5 different ways, like increasing its cost, but like it deals like 4 times the damage, or like just a lot of different customizations like that. And you can get traits, and it's randomly generated. It's really, really cool, really hard.
Okay.
What's the tone of the game like?
It's kind of eldritch,
So kind of like Darkest Dungeon feel.
darkest dungeony. Like everything looks grimy and diseased, and
Yeah.
the enemies are just all weird and like sea creaturey and eldritchy, and
Is it like
Tentacly.
like body horror or just like krakens?
both.
Yeah.
Yeah. It is a really unique art style. Okay. I'm echoing, by the way.
Not to me, you're not.
Okay, I
think so.
heard myself for a minute. But yeah, it's really cool. I recommend it. Check it out. Deck of Ashes, $20.
All right. Anything else?
Cool.
But there is another title that I want to try that I also wanted to recommend. Mike, you go ahead and tell us. I'm gonna actually tell you.
Yeah. What have you been playing lately?
Let's see. I've been playing. Oh, now I'm echoing. Can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Yes.
I don't hear the echo.
Oh, I definitely did. Oh well,
Go-
let's not doing it now. I've been playing some Assassin's Creed Origins. Playing a lot of that actually. I'm like 40 plus hours in.
So Origins came before Odyssey, right?
Yes, it's the Egypt one.
Okay.
So I've had it for a while. I saw the trailer for Valhalla and I was like, holy shit, this looks really good.
Yeah.
But you know, I hadn't played an Assassin's Creed in a while. I heard they overhauled the battle system.
Yep.
Which they did.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of it's way more open world than it was before. So, you know, I dived into Origins because I love, you know, ancient Egypt, and I thought, you know, this will be pretty awesome. But it's extremely repetitive, and it has a lot of the same issues that the other Assassin's Creeds do, where it's I can't stand escort missions, and there's a lot of them. Like,
so
hey,
I'll
find
tell
this
you this.
guy.
I don't
Follow
like
him.
escort missions either. That's funny.
Odyssey has no escort missions. None that I've come
Really?
across. I've played like 40 hours of that game. More than 40
Are you
hours of
fucking
that
serious?
game. And dude, Odyssey is the gem. I don't know why you went to Origins. Origins is like the blueprint for where they are now. Odyssey slaps.
Yeah, I
wanna
was
play-
like, oh well, I own Origins. I should play it. Like, you know.
Yeah.
But yeah, you're fucking always escorting someone. Like, find this guy. Now he's going to lead you somewhere. Follow him, then
How-
protect him, then
Is the
follow him somewhere else.
is the storyline any good?
Storyline's actually really good because it's your main character is like he's married and his son's been killed and he's on like a revenge quest to do it, and he's helping Cleopatra. You know how they have like historical people thrown in there.
Like
Right.
all the big historical names that everybody knows, they weave into the story.
Yeah, so Cleopatra, Mark Antony, there's all these, ancient Egypt, ancient Roman people. But the story's really good. I'm just really deep into it, and it's get really repetitive. But
So you know what to do now? You just take the golden path now. Just pile drive to the end. Don't do anything else because you won't finish it. Because that's what happened to me in Odyssey, even though I loved Odyssey.
yeah, well, I honestly don't know if I'm going to finish it because it's really fucking long.
Well, if you decide you want to continue on with Assassin's Creed before Valhalla comes out, I would very much recommend Odyssey. And you should take the female character. She's a far better voice actor than the male character.
Good little tip.
She's much
I
better.
usually prefer to place the girl.
Yeah, I mean, why do you want to look at a dude for 100 hours? You know what I mean?
See, I have the same mentality when I play games like that. If I have the option of making like a sweet booty female warrior that I can be looking at the entire time versus like some dude.
Cassandra is swole. She's not like, I mean, she's attractive, but in bed she could kill any of us. She could just like snap your neck with her thighs or cut off your blood supply. She's a big lady. She's not really my flavor in real life, but she's an awesome character. Awesome character.
Some people are into that.
Many people are into that. I am not. Mostly because I would be afraid for my life.
All right.
She's just too strong.
You don't want to upset them.
You playing anything else, Mike?
Yesterday I was playing a little of Ghostbusters, the video game, the remastered one for PS4.
I love that game. That game is great.
Yeah, it's been re-released.
I didn't know that.
For the new generation. It was GameStop exclusive, but you could download it if you would prefer.
Yeah,
like a non-physical copy.
And
Really good game.
On PS4, I assume, right?
Yeah, I'm on PS4, but you can get it on Xbox, I believe.
Oh, hey, let me ask you about this. Your soul system really, I know you have Switch, but your soul system really, for your hardcore stuff, is PS4. Are you worried about the new design of PS5 that doesn't seem like it is at launch, like, supporting PSVR? Because I know that you dig your PSVR a lot.
I don't know what they're going to do.
That's... Really? They said that?
They didn't say it, but they didn't say it had support. They didn't feature it as like they're not talking about it.
They're never talking about it though.
That would be shitty.
But they're really not talking about it. And it's even stranger to me that they're releasing that Astrobot platformer, which looks great, but with no mention of Astrobot being in a VR game, which is what he's known for now.
Yeah. PSVR is very niche.
Yeah.
It's people who have it love it. I mean, you played mine not that long ago.
Dude, I love that thing.
Yeah, there's a lot of good games on it. But I haven't seen sales numbers in a while, but I'm guessing they're not huge.
No. Probably not. In comparison to, the install base of PlayStation is massive. I don't know the percentage on PSVR users, but I imagine it's like 10% or less, 5% or less.
Yeah, I bet it's 5% or less.
Yeah. All right. Well,
Which hopefully
I hope they'll keep going with it. I love VR. I use Oculus stuff. But when you have such a big install base as PlayStation 4, would I have 12 million in the wild or something like that? You really want a big platform of gamers like that to have access to it, just to keep that whole ecosystem healthy across all of the different VR platforms. Like you need, they like need to help each other to keep it going because it is so niche.
Such a new technology too.
Yeah,
it's still. Not a whole lot of people have experienced it.
No,
for different reasons.
I'm the only person I know that's got two headsets. And like,
Yeah, the thing is, like, some people either don't have the space for it, like me, and then other people just can't afford it. Combination, but
Yeah.
they better keep it alive and just make it better.
The cheapest and easiest path into it is Oculus Quest, where it's $400, which is, you know, your standard gaming system cost these days, and also it does not require any cables, and it has inside-out tracking, so you don't need to set up any sensors in your room. You just paint. You need to have the lights on. You can't do, that's like the one caveat. It can't be done in the dark.
Right.
And you,
Yeah, but you need a high-end PC to run it, though, right?
No, that's the Oculus Rift you're thinking of. I have the Rift, and I also have the Quest, which is a standalone system that runs on a mobile architecture, but it's very good. And you just in your room, you just take your controller, and the headset actually has pass-through where you can see in black and white, and you just paint your play area in the room, and then it just remembers that, and you can just play. You don't need anything else. The thing's just got to be charged.
It's actually pretty cool.
It's awesome. If anyone is interested in VR and like wants to check it out, that is listening to this, Oculus Quest is the way to go, hands down.
And how much is that?
$4.
Yeah, but how much is PSVR now with a PlayStation?
Oh, I couldn't tell you.
PS4 right now is like 200, and if the headset's 200, that's about the same.
Let's see what Amazon says.
Yeah, good point.
PSVR. $240.
Okay, so not quite there.
Yeah. Still, I mean, it's a bigger buy-in than just getting Oculus Quest. If your goal is to play VR games.
Mm-hmm.
That's true, but you can't do the Iron Man VR game on anything else, right?
No, you cannot. That is an exclusive. You also cannot play Astrobot on anything else, and that game is a masterpiece.
That's true.
But most other stuff is cross-platform.
Mr. Guarenta.
Oh, what am I playing?
What are you playing?
What are you playing?
Last week I played The Last of Us, and this week I am playing The Last of Us. I'm playing it on Survivor mode on stream, twitch.tv/usebaggames, and trying to struggle through Survivor mode is not easy. I get like giddy when I find a bullet. I'm like, oh god, I can,
what am I gonna do with this, miss?
I can fight someone at a distance. Oh my god, this is amazing. So I put like 5 hours.
Fun.
It is fun, man. Trying to figure out the best way to get through these clickers and seraphites and wolves, which is some of the factions in the game. Like, just trying to figure, like, okay, you know, I have... The last time I came through here, when I played this on moderate, I had 3 Molotov cocktails. This time, I have 1 Molotov cocktail. Like, how am I going to get through here? So I, scoot around until I find a brick. And I'm like, do I use this brick to kill one of these guys? Like, nah, I'm going to throw this brick in a corner so they all run to it and then burn them all with the 1 Molotov cocktail that I have.
Ooh, tactics.
And then like go and hide until the rest of them disperse and then pick them off one by one from behind with stealth. And it really feels how I feel like it would feel to be scavenging in the post-apocalypse. Like, there's not that much.
Really scarce resources.
Yeah, and the game like still makes me jump. The moments that I played a week ago that I already forgot, like the little tiny scare moments, they're still getting me because
still do it.
I think because everything is so much scarier to fight. Because when you would fight in the first playthrough on moderate, you could melee a lot of dudes down, and you can still melee them, but your attack window is shorter.
Yeah.
So before, when you would like dodge, you could get in like a combo of 3 punches, and that's what I'm used to. But now it's like you got to dodge, punch, dodge, punch, dodge. Then you can get a combo in because they like
your fighting style changes.
Totally, because the enemies they recover much more quickly. They're way more formidable, and they deal way more damage. It's great. I love it. I'm totally shitting my pants, and every single kill is like a victory. And
nice.
Besides that,
you haven't much talked about Griftlands either. How did that go? Did you enjoy that?
I'm planning on playing more Griftlands next week when I am fully laid off. It'll be part of my new streaming schedule.
Celebration session.
Yeah. No. I'm gonna have like a streaming schedule, and that's gonna be part of it. I think I'm going to be doing like 11 a.m. to I don't know, maybe like probably like 8 hours after that, probably like 7 p.m. Like
Oh boy,
maybe like Monday, Wednesday, Friday.
it should be hard.
Yeah.
Find good titles. It'll be a fun little break at least.
Well, I mean, there's always the free to play games that I'm playing. You know, me and my friend Jesse, have been playing Call of Duty late night. We've been playing the 2v2 gunfight mode, which is two of you, two of them, and you both get the same exact weapons. That's what we've been doing. That's what we've been streaming. And you know, you each have one.
And putting on TikTok.
Oh yeah, posting all that shit up on TikTok. I'm surprisingly, I'm
I've seen a few of those.
I'm getting
TikTok famous too.
Yeah, I'm using it for what do you call promotion for the stream. That's I got 69. That's right, baby. 69 followers. 69
That's success right there.
Yeah, in a week. I posted a video yesterday that got 4,000 views. So you know, there's some shit.
Wow,
some shit's
Nice.
happening. Some shit's happening. Am I playing anything else? I know that my girl wants to play more Overcooked, but it's so goddamn hot. It's so hot upstairs that we just ordered a badass.
You're gonna get overcooked.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
I just ordered a badass AC that everyone in the house is pitching in on, 8,000 BTU, so we can finally live in our living room again and not just be sequestered to our bedrooms. So I'm sure that Overcooked will be happening again shortly. But that's
Overcooked extremely good.
Yeah, this is Overcooked 2 is what we're doing.
You should stream that too when you play it with her.
Yeah, but I would have to.
It's just I love watching streams of that game.
Yeah, maybe I could find a way to squeeze us both into this area if I like move the computer out. I mean, my desk out a little bit, but it's a little tight here. This is like an L-shaped desk hugging the wall. You know.
There are a couple of games.
Are you guys trying to? Okay.
Yeah. Go ahead.
Trying to what?
I was gonna say you're trying to like 3-star every kitchen, and like.
She is
100%
obsessed. She is way more anal about it than I am, where she wants to 3-star them. So, yeah. She asked me yesterday. She was like, "Can we play Overcooked?" I'm like,
only if you don't force us to 3-star.
It's like 90 degrees upstairs, and you get pretty spicy. So,
okay.
Yeah.
I have 3-starred every kitchen, just for the record.
Yeah.
Oh, snap.
Oh man, big dick over here. You and Emily, or just you?
No, my wife carried me, but I still did it.
I mean, it's impressive.
See, that's a fun couple.
So wait, do you have a platinum on Overcooked 2?
I have the platinum on Overcooked 2 and the platinum on Overcooked 1.
Oh my god! Look at this guy. And that's all.
And I have it on Moving Out, which you should play as well.
Oh, yo, is Moving Out good?
Yes, it's the same people. It's Team 17 that did Overcooked.
Okay. Do you know about that game, Dara? Moving Out?
No.
Tell them about that.
Oh, it's Overcooked, but instead of in a kitchen, you are part of a moving group, and you're moving furniture, but you don't have to worry about destroying the house. So you can literally throw everything out the windows and smash everything, as long as you get the stuff on the truck.
That sounds really fun.
It's really fun. It's co-op. You have to play with the second person.
Oh, you have to. There's no AI?
Well, no, I mean there's AI, like
okay.
An AI second person, but you can't do it solo.
Yeah.
Really fun. Like one of the levels is the Seinfeld house.
Yeah.
Yeah. Well, it's like a complete recreation of the Seinfeld set. There's a bunch of there's the Ferris Bueller house. Like part of it is getting the is it the Ferrari?
Yeah.
Like out the window.
Mm-hmm.
It's a cool game. Like I think Team 17 is British, and it kind of feels like it.
They're the guys that make Worms.
Yeah, famous for Worms. Oh my god, there's such an old school company.
Yeah. That's like an unflinching. That company is like unflinching in. I feel like their vision. Like they pick a thing and they just do the thing. Like. They're still technically an indie studio, right? Like they don't have a big publisher, I don't think, behind them, do they?
Team 17's been around for so long, though.
Yeah.
They're so
I wouldn't
indie.
Call them indie.
They've been around for like 30 years.
If they don't have a big fat publisher, then they're indie, aren't they?
Let's see.
Yeah, Dara, you look that.
I don't remember who published Worms 2 20 years ago.
I remember playing like so much Worms Armageddon.
So they've been around since 1990.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
As PC games, right? At first, I believe.
Oh, published by EA.
Oh, really? Okay, I don't know anything.
Well, this is Worms 2 from '97. But yeah, I wouldn't call them indie. I mean,
I don't
I've been
think
playing their
they're
games for
indie.
30 years.
Yeah.
So currently, or as of 2019, they had 200 employees, and
Okay, it's pretty big. I don't know anything.
they have 2 offices. I mean, I feel like as soon as you have an office building, no, that's not. No, I shouldn't
Yeah,
say
it's not really true. No.
that.
All right, boys.
As long as you're not working out of your house, you're not indie anymore. But no, that's not a fair assessment.
That's an hour. Mike, how'd you feel about doing this little podcast with us? Do you want to come back next week?
I could come back next week if you guys want me to.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We're pretty laid back.
Yeah.
You know.
Me and Mike,
Yeah.
I mean, the thing with me and Mike is that whenever we talk, we're talking about games for like 30 to 40 minutes anyway. So, like, why isn't he just doing it on a recording?
Yeah, I really have fun with this podcast. It's pretty relaxing and easy, but not easy in a bad way. I don't mean like it's easy. I mean like it's easy going. It's fun. It's chill.
All right.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for listening. You can catch this on Spotify and on YouTube. You can catch Dara on YouTube at Ink Eyes if you'll ever make anything ever again. Mike currently has no extracurricular projects besides this, so I don't know. You can catch him maybe at your local supermarket if you live in his area.
Which side is Mike on? This side?
He's on not that side. He's on that side.
Mike.
There you go. Oh wait, I was looking at the wrong thing. No, you had it right the first. All right, we're done. I'll talk to you guys next week.
Goodbye. All right, goodbye.
Thank you very much.